Hello guys, welcome to another training video. Last week has to be like the slowest week we've had all year because this year has been profitable so far. But you know how the forex market and the synthetic indices market works. You do not control the market. The only thing you have control over is your emotions and your discipline and your approach. Now, we lost two trades last week, and I'm going to go over how those trades happened and the mistakes that were made, right? So now you can see that we've had a very profitable week, all of them winning trades, right? I think there was a point where we went as high as eight trades, one in a row. So now these are the last trades that we took last week, this one here and this one here. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame, right? So you can see this break of structure to the upside, right? Price broke structure, we traced back. I expected a correction here, which I eventually did happen. But this correction, right? Let us take a deep look at it. This correction, you can see at this level, the only POI here is a fair value gap, right? But this fair value gap doesn't look strong enough. So I came to the 15-minute time frame, right? When it comes to the 15 minutes time frame, you see this demand zone after this break of structure. You can see this demand zone and this inducement here. So I basically thought, okay, after the break of structure, price would first form this invalid pullback, which is our inducement. Then price will take it out, correct itself into this demand zone. Then we'll see another move. By the way, those two trades that we lost, the bias was correct. This buy trade, the bias was correct. This sell trade, the bias was correct. Only issue was the entry, right? So what price did was price completely ignored this demand zone and used it as inducement. So when you come to the 1 hour time frame, you will see that instead of using the demand zone, price came down here, used this open price range, this fair value gap instead, and went our way and even hit TP. Now for the second trade, same thing happened. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. You can see this break of sugar to the downside, right? This solid close with the candle, right? You can also see this supply zone at this level. So I feel okay, price took out this low, then it will retrace into this level, then continue the downtrend. But what did price do again? When we go to the 1 hour time frame, you would see that price used this last leg of supply at this level. So the issue was the entry. Bias was still right. Now, what do I expect to see this week in on V75? Right, you can see. Let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see that buyers are in control right now. So all we are looking to do is to start buying, right? So then when we go to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that price has gotten to a zone where I feel like it's going to correct itself into another POI to continue the uptrend. Now, the best thing we can do now is to look out for the best place to actually buy from to continue the uptrend. And the best place so far to me is POIs that we have marked around this particular zone, right? You can see this first POI, and you can see this POI at this level here, and you can also see this POI here. This is the last leg, right? So price could mitigate any of these demand zones and start buying from it. Now, the most likely zone to buy from is this second zone here. Why? Because I feel like it's on top of a breaker block, so it's definitely going to play out. I know it's going to play out, but it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take watching and waiting for price to. You see the reaction from when it tapped into it. So you wait for price, wait for it to react, right? So for instance, you can see this movement. You can see something like this. Price could easily come back here, then tap into this zone. So now our confirmation is going to be that price will come back to this uptrend and it will refuse, right? It will probably come back to this demand zone back, then continue the uptrend, right? So immediately it breaks this low with a solid candle, we know that it is aiming for this last leg. So what we just need to do is to make sure that we have our confirmation before we continue the uptrend. So I'm still on the lookout. I'm still active 24/7, and I'm still looking for the best trade for you guys. So stay active, make sure your accounts are funded, and trust me, you're going to make money this week. So, and if you've had for me so far this week wasn't the best, right? So if you also did not have a productive week, that's okay. Some weeks are usually like that, and that's just trading for you. So take the lessons, reset, and come back stronger next week. So you can, like I said earlier, you can't control the market, but you can control your discipline, emotions, and approach. And also remember that one bad week doesn't erase all the good ones. We have to keep going. We have to keep going. We've made so much money on this community, and trust me, there's still a lot of money to be made. So I'll see you guys in the next video.